Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Jessica Waters and this is Practice. This is a class designed for swimmers to help you to open up and prepare for your swim. And we're going to use some props today. We're going to use some blocks, and you can use cushion blocks or cork blocks. Either one is fine. Cork blocks are a little harder. We're also going to use a strap today. If you don't have a strap, you're welcome to use a towel, like a longer hand towel would be perfect. And then we're also going to use a ball. And so if you don't have these sort of like roller balls, you're welcome to use a tennis ball, or maybe you have a kid's ball somewhere lying around that you can try to use as well, okay? So we're going to get started in a comfortable position on our back, and we're going to use our two blocks, okay? So your first block is going to go on a medium setting. There's 3 settings for your blocks. There's low, there's medium, there's high. The first block is going to go in medium here. And it's going to go at the back of the mat. It's going to be for your backside, okay? And then give yourself about a large handprint behind that medium block with the next block, which is going to go on the highest setting here, okay? And I'm going to go to lie down. I'm going to try my best to let my legs go long and line up my scapula, so sort of like my little bony, what we sometimes call a chicken wing. Right onto the first block, and then the last block, I'm going to have it up nice and high. I'll let my arms be open, my palms facing up. And then here, feel free to take some time to set up. So if you feel like you're not getting enough support or there's like pinching, please do move, especially this first block, a little up or a little down so that you can be nice and comfortable, okay? And then do let the weight of those shoulder blades sort of release, sort of press down into your prop, into your block. And let the back of your head feel supported here on that last block. Take a moment to notice your hands. See if you can invite your hands to soften, to sort of open up a little bit. And then allow your shoulders to draw back and down. And really search for the sensation of your heart lifting and opening. Let your seat be heavy. Let your body sort of melt into the support of your mat. And please do just give yourself a little bit of time here to soften, to open. Notice if you're gripping on your upper arm. Notice if you are gripping on your chest. And see if you can invite yourself to relax, invite yourself to let go. More breaths, a few more breaths just like this. Good. And take a moment to notice your body, and then wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. You can take some circles with your wrists and your ankles. And then I like to pretend here like there is like a little string on my heart. And if you were a puppet, that string would be attached to the ceiling above you. So you can take your arms by your sides, the hands press down, and as if there was that string on your heart, press your hands down, lift your heart up, press your hands down, lift your heart up, and come right up to a seat. Okay. Then once you sit up, I'm going to turn to face you. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Right? I want you to please lift your shoulders up and let them draw back and down for some rolls. Okay, do that again. Lift your shoulders up and let them draw back and down. Do 2 more times in that direction. Up and then back and down. 1 more like that. Roll them up and then back and down. And now roll your shoulders back and up, forward and down. And again, back and up, forward and down. Back and up, forward and down, and then one more, back and up and forward and down. Instead of nice and tall, I'm going to mirror you. You're going to bring your left fingertips to your right ear, okay? Take your right arm out to the side, and I like to tell my students to pretend like this active arm here, the right one, is sort of like a superhero's arm, and you can sort of beam these magical powers out of your fingers. So really energetically reach and then drop your head, okay, toward your left shoulder. You're going to let the gravity draw the head down, not a push. Just let the weight of the hand here rest on the right side of the face and keep reaching, lifting, softening. One more big full breath. All right, slowly release your left arm out to the side, taking your right fingertips to your left ear. You can drop your head toward your right shoulder as you reach with your superpowers out of your left hand. And again, we don't want to push the neck down. I want to let gravity be our friend here. Let it draw the neck gently down towards the right shoulder and just keep reaching with your left hand. Good. One more big breath. Good. And then release. All right. So for the next one, we're going to grab our strap. So please do take your strap right into your hands. You can unroll your strap. And if there's any loops in your strap, feel free to undo your loop, okay? You can take it forward into your hands. You're going to clasp your hands onto the strap here so your palm is face down. And you're going to start with your hands just about a little bit wider than your shoulders here so you have some room to move, okay? As you inhale, you're going to reach your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, drawing the shoulders back and down. And notice if your arms are a bit close together, it might be quite hard to draw the shoulders back and down, so feel free to lengthen the stance on your hands here a bit wider, okay? Inhale, come up with the hands, and again, exhale, coming forward and down. We'll do that again. Inhale, come up, lift the heart. Exhale, draw the arms behind you, forward and down. Do it again. The inhale to lift, the exhale to draw forward and down. Let's do that one more time, okay? Lifting up, and then taking it behind you. Good. And now reach the arms up, okay? Bend your left elbow. I'm mirroring you. You're going to drop your hands towards the right. Good. Keep lifting the heart. And then switch, okay? Hands to the center. Drop your hands to the left, so bending your right elbow, draw the hands down. Keep lifting the heart. One more time on each side, coming to the center. Dropping the hands towards the right, bending the left elbow, keep lifting the heart up. And then last time, coming to the center. Dropping your hands towards the left, lifting your right arm up. Okay, good. Come back to neutral. Take your strap forward and down, and then move your strap over to the side. We'll use it later on in a few moments, okay? Move your blocks to the side, please, and then stand up. All right, once you stand up, you can place your roller ball right onto the mat beneath you here, in front of you rather. And we're going to start just by putting our left foot onto the ball, and we're going to give a little rock forward and backward, all right? And you can add a bit of pressure here with the foot and try to be an explorer of your foot. So from forward to backward, trying to get the inner arch of the foot. And then trying to get sort of the pinky edge side of the foot. Good. And then see if you can let the ball of the foot sort of press onto the ball for just a few moments. And if tension comes up for you, please keep breathing. You can open your mouth to exhale, release the tension, let it go. Good. Roll the ball to the back of the foot towards the heel and see if you can add some gentle compression here. You're welcome to press hard and give a gentle rock from side to side. So you do want to find some spaces that feel a little tender and lovingly roll them out. Keep your feet nice and loose. You can kick them while you're swimming. No foot cramps here. All right. One more little roll back and forward on that left foot, and then Let's switch, okay? So taking the ball under your right foot, so rolling forward and backward. And feel free to go slower. Sometimes I do find myself doing things quite quickly. You're welcome to slow down, be a little more sort of tentative and aware to what's going on, the sensations here. And again, try to get that inner arch of the foot where the big arch is here. If there's a spot that feels good to keep rolling, you're welcome to continue. And then see if you can come more towards the pinky edge side of the foot. There's not really any perfect science to keeping your ball from rolling away. So if your ball starts rolling away, just catch it with your foot and keep rolling it. Right, and then again, see if you can press the ball of the foot to the front of the foot where all the toes meet. And then the back of the foot onto the heel, some gentle compression. And maybe one more little rock forward and backward, see if you can get any more little tense spots out you might find here. Good. All right. And then we're going to take our ball and we'll go ahead and just move it right out of the way, right to the side here, and we'll stand up nice and tall. Let your feet press down and take a moment to relax your arms by your side. Pause and feel the connection of your feet onto the mat. All right. So now let's take our arms forward and front of us, and then let your palms sort of face your face, and then touch your face with your hands. And you're going to slowly start to lean forward, tracing the front of your body, and come into a little forward fold here as you bow your head. And when you get into your forward fold, would you lift one heel, or rather one ball of the foot, and then the other, and then lift one heel, and then the other, and then do it again. Lift one ball of the foot, and then the other, and then one heel, and then the other, and one more time, lift a ball of the foot, and the other, and lift a heel, and lift the other. Good. Now, curl your tailbone a bit under. Slowly, you're going to roll back up, and when you come up, bring your hands to your hips and lift your heart for a standing back bend. So, lovingly push the glutes forward and give yourself a little back bend. Right? Only bend back as much with the neck as you can with the body. You might try to look for the wall behind you. Maybe take one more big breath. Push off the glutes, and you're going to sit up, okay? Now, keep your left hand on your left hip. You're going to reach your right arm up. Find some length here in the right side first, and now side bend to your left, and you're going to look over your left shoulder and try to see for your right toes. And really use your eyes here, trying to look far for that right heel. Now slowly open up. Open your arms like a cactus, like a T. And now bringing the right hand to the hip. The left hand comes up. Find length first and side bend to your right. Gazing over your right shoulder. Try to see for your left heels. You gotta really look, really turn your neck. Keep side bending. Good. Now you're going to slowly reach both of your hands up. Make your body nice and long for a moment, like you're trying to reach the crown of your head to the ceiling. Good. And now start to press your palms to the center and down, like you're pushing some sort of force away from you. And keep pressing, pressing, pressing. And again, lift the crown of the head up. Good. Now, soften your knees. Bring your hands together, like fists in front of your chest, and sort of squish yourself into a little ball the best you can here. You can even squeeze your chin back in towards the neck. Good. And then lift up. Your fists are going to be towards each other. Shoulder bones draw back, tail under. Twist to your left and try to look over your left shoulder. Use your eyes. Try to see beyond your capacity to see. We'll come back to the center here and then twist to the right, gazing over the right shoulder, trying to see beyond your capacity to see here. Good. And then turn forward and then relax the arms and just take a moment here to pause and feel. Good. One more big breath. All right, let's take our hands to our hips. Take a look at your feet. And you'd like your feet to be hips width distance, okay? I'm going to turn to face you so you guys can see a little bit better. We're going to soften our knees, bringing our hands to our thighs where it meets the kneecap here, okay? You can soften the elbow, let the shoulder drop back the best you can. And we're going to try to take some circles with our abdomen. So it's kind of like jump roping with your spine and with your back body. All right, so coming to neutral, start to let the left ribs come forward. They swing to the right. The back of the right body lifts up because I'm mirroring you. And you swing it like a jump rope to the left and then sink the left ribs forward to the right. Back right body lifts up over to the left. So that's like the slow motion version, right? So see if you can. It's like jump roping with your thoracic spine here. Give you some nice mobility to use your shoulders, use your arms. And don't worry if this feels like weird or it's quite challenging to you. It's okay. Try to move into the spaces where they feel sort of like a lack of awareness. And then just do your best to bring some awareness to your spaces in that back body. We're going to switch directions, okay? Whatever way you were rolling, you're going to switch sides. Just do the best you can. I know it might feel funky. I know it might feel weird. Definitely want to encourage you to be an explorer of your body, because when you do that, you can figure out where you need attention. Okay, let's take one more circle like this. All right, stand nice and tall, relax your arms. Take a deep breath through your nose. And then open your mouth, let it go. All right, so I'm gonna come back to the top of the mat, and then let's start with our feet together, and our hands can be at our hips. And from here, you'll kick your heels out and turn your toes forward. So you've got hips width distance between your feet with your toes aiming straight forward. All right, from here, reach your arms forward in front of you, taking your right arm on the bottom, your left arm on top for eagle arms. Palms together if you can. Lift the elbows up, and then draw the shoulders back and down. Curl tail under, and do that again. Lift elbows up, draw shoulders back and down. And then one more time, lift up, shoulders back and down. Good. Now from here, soften the knees, stick out your tail as you lean forward. You're gonna bow, and try to rest the space between your eyebrows right onto the heel of your right hand. So hopefully you can feel your neck sort of let go here. Really let the hand be a pillow to support you. Good, just take one more breath. Soften the knees, curl the tailbone under, press the feet down, slowly come up. Relax the arms by the side, and then switch. So left arm on bottom, right arm on top. Elbows lift up, shoulders draw back and down. Elbows lift up, shoulders draw back and down. And then one more time. Elbows lift, shoulders draw back and down, curl the tailbone under, soften the knees, slowly start to bow forward. This time the heel of your left hand is a pillow for the space between your eyebrows. So do let your head rest. If you feel your jaw clenching, open your mouth. One more big breath. All right, to come out, soften the knees. Slowly press the feet down, come up to a stand. And then relax the arms, palms forward, take a deep breath. And then let it go. All right, so reach your arms up, look up, let your palms touch. And then bring your arms wide to bow forward into a forward fold and drop your head. Take a moment here to shake your head forward and backward, shaking it yes. And then again, open your mouth and relax your jaw. Open the mouth, relax the jaw. All right, let's come to fingertips. We're gonna soften our knees and step our left foot back into a lunge. You're gonna start by just staying on fingertips and give a rock here, forward and backward, forward and backward.
If possible, rolling over your back toes. You might find your edge is like on the toe tip, and that might feel like, I'll just stay there, and then roll back. Or maybe roll over all the toes, so you can stretch all the toes, rolling forward and backward. So please do try things, but if something hurts, don't do it, okay? I don't believe in practicing anything that hurts you. Right? Should be stretch, should be like strong, could be powerful, but shouldn't be pain. All right, let's bring our left knee down into the mat. We're going to untuck our left toes, and let's grab our strap to set up, okay? So sit up, and now we're going to go strap into the right hand here for cow-faced arms. I'm going to take the strap in my right hand up over my head behind my back here. So my right hand comes to the back of my heart. My left arm comes out to the side, back of the hand comes to the back of the heart as well, so I can grab the strap and then lift the heart up. Good. So the best you can, walk your hands together, draw your upper shoulder bones back, curl your tail just a little bit under to lift the heart, and lunge deeply. Good. Take a few breaths here, deeply inhaling, softly releasing as you exhale. Good. Find that softness. Good. Just one more big breath. All right, release the strap down. We're going to slowly just lift our arms up for a little back bend here, and then lower the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, soften the back knee to shift your hips back. For just a moment, bow over your right leg. And then push off your left foot, come forward to the top of your mat, little half lift, and then bow. Drop your head, fold. Shake your head yes here. Open your mouth. And then switch sides. So come to fingertips. Let the right foot step back, and then take a moment here to give a little rock forward and backward. And then again, maybe rolling all the way over the back toes. Good. Let's lower our right knee down, untuck the toes, and we'll sit up. Right? Just so you know, if it's not clear, front knee over the ankle, make sure this back quad is stretching. If it's not, separate your knees more, okay? Strap is going to go in left hand now. We're going to take that strap up over the head. So it's like I'm trying to reach my left hand to the back of my heart. Right arm to the side, back of the hand, faces away. Reach it back, try to grab the strap. Right? So strap or towel, really good here. Even if you can clasp, you might consider just using this prop just to make yourself as open as possible. And again, let that right quad stretch. So lunge, lift the heart. Keep breathing. Notice what comes up for you. It's all good. Relax the jaw. Let's take one more breath. All right, we're going to release that strap down just one time. We're going to reach the arms up, gaze up. Let's let the hands come down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, soften the back knee to shift back for just a breath. Bow over your left shin. Now find your top of the mat, half lift, spine forward, and then fold, bow, drop your head, shake it, yes. All right, so let's put our hands down and step our feet back and come right into a downward facing dog shape. Right, when you get there, lift the right leg behind you and bend the right knee and open the hip to the sky and look under your left armpit so you're trying to see for those right toes. Okay, now from here, let your left foot spin to the right. Drop your right foot behind your left leg. Then lift up for a little back bend here. Try to reach your right fingers towards the top of the mat. Lift the heart. Good. Now lower down. Find that three-legged dog again and step your right foot in between your hands. When you get it there, take your left knee down and bring your right foot more to the right. So you're going to use your right hand on your outer right knee to hug your right knee and don't let it dip out. And you're going to lower your left hip the best you can to twist to your right and try to look back at your left foot. For this pose, you're welcome to let your left shoulder rise up a little bit. We don't usually in yoga,
But you'll notice with this posture, if this left shoulder rises up a little, you'll get a little more stretch in your back left body. Let's take one more breath here. All right, let's turn forward and plant or rather come to fingertips, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. We're gonna walk the hands to the left. So now we're in a wide-legged stance here. We'll come to fingertips, extend your spine long, belly in, go for a flat back, and then hinge from your hips and fold over the space between your legs. And do your best to find equal weight on your feet here. Hug your leg muscles to the bone. Send your seat high to the sky. Good. Draw the shoulders away and imagine tapping your head towards the top of the mat here, or on the mat. Good, just take one more breath. All right, so let's come back to our half lift and we'll do the second side. So walking your hands toward now the back of your mat, your left toes turn out, your right toes turn that way as well. You're gonna let that right knee come down, okay? Take your left foot more to the left, your right hand more forward. I can untuck my back toes. My left hand on my outer left knee is gonna hold it in so I can lower my right hip. I'm gonna twist to the left and try to look back at my right heel. Okay, just one more breath. All right, so let's turn forward, and again, tuck the back right toes, lift the back right knee, walk everything back to the center. When you get there, come to fingertips, bend your knees a little bit, bring your hands to your hips, press your feet down, and then stand up. Right now, kick your heels in so your toes turn out, and then look at your knees. You're gonna sink down into your hips, okay? From here, reach your hands forward, and again, eagle the arms, so right arm on bottom, left arm on top. Lift the elbows up. This time, lift the heart, and then as you exhale, try to look toward your chest. And then just do that 2 more times. Lift, and then look toward your chest. And then one more, lift, and then look towards the chest. And then open your arms up, and then switch the cross, okay? So everyone was on bottom, you're gonna switch. Lift the elbows up, lift the heart, and then gaze toward your chest. So it's a little lift, and then gaze down. So it's like a cat-cow of your cervical thoracic spine. Lift a little, and then gaze down. Good. Open the arms up, stretch the legs straight, reach the arms up, you can gaze up for a moment. Good, and then take up just like a bunch of space for just a moment. Let yourself just be really cozy here, very spacious. Good, one more breath. All right, so kick the heels out. This time clasp your hands behind your back on your sacrum. Lift the heart up, shrug the shoulders down, squeeze your legs to the bone. Right now, keep lifting the back of the heart up and lean forward and bow to the space between your legs. Try to hug your tricep to the bone. Draw the shoulders down the back. Let's take one more breath here. All right, let the hands come down, find your half lift, and let's transition back towards the top of the mat, okay? This time we're gonna go plant the hands and find yourself right into a plank position. When you get there, make sure your hands are at least shoulder width, and then give a little rock forward and backward. I like to call this a cozy plank or a playful plank. And give a rock from side to side. Maybe even give a little circle or like a figure 8. Right, just trying to be cozy here, push the floor away. Good. Now let's try to lower our right hip to or towards the mat, and then switch. Come back to your toes, lower your left hip to or towards the mat. And then switch, toes down, heels to the right. One more, toes down, and heels to the left. Good, toes down, knees down. Walk your knees forward, and we're gonna find camel pose. Okay, so come up onto your knees for Ustrasana, camel pose. You're welcome to pad your knees with more cushion if you need to, depending on how hard your floor is there. We're gonna take our block between our ankles for this one. We're gonna go block on a low setting. Right between the ankles, you're gonna squeeze the block with your inner heel, okay? You're gonna reach your arms up here, and then lean back and let the palms face forward and really squeeze the block with your inner ankle. So invite yourself to use your core, use your feet, and do it again. Reach up here, keep squeezing the block with your inner ankle, and then lean back, palms facing forward, keep squeezing the block. It's like camel, but really using your feet, yeah? And do that again. Reach up, and then lean back, palms forward. We'll just do it one more like that. Reach. Good. Palms back, lean forward. All reaching up. And then take a little seat, sit down. Rest your right hand on your left hand for just a moment. Take a few breaths. All right, one more time, okay? Sitting up onto your knees. This time you're gonna grab your block, you're gonna bring it onto a medium setting, okay? So it's gonna go on this medium height, not low, not high, but just medium, in between the ankles. This time you're gonna tuck your toes under, all 10 of them, all your toes, okay? Squeeze the block with the inner ankle, knees under the hip, curl your tail just a little bit under. The arms come up here, keep squeezing the block, and then lean back, palms forward. Might feel a little different on your feet. You're gonna do that again. Reach up, sit up, lean back, palms forward, okay? Again, sit up, reach up, squeeze that block with your inner ankle, lean back, palms forward, keep squeezing that block just one more time, okay? Reach up, and then lean back. All right, reach the arms up, untuck the toes, relax the arms down, take a seat, let your right hand rest into your left hand for just a moment, and smooth out your breath. All right, so let's lean forward. We'll take our block from out underneath our seat and move it to the side, okay? From here, we're gonna lower our forearms down onto the mat. You're gonna interlace your fingers and allow your elbows to be right underneath your shoulders. Belly button draws in. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and come into your dolphin position. Send your seat high to the sky. You're welcome to bend your knees to get your seat even higher. Do press the forearms down and forward, and roll the upper shoulder away from the face. Keep breathing. One more big breath. All right, walk the feet back. Take a seat onto your knees for a moment in Vajrasana. Your heels make a nice seat, and your toes touch, heels drop to the side. Right? So we're going to come to or towards your headstand, and I'm going to demonstrate for you first how to do it. And so you're welcome to watch first, and then you can pause and then do it on your own for as much time as you like, and then come back to the rest of the practice. So we're going to come forward, we're going to let our hands come down, and again let the forearms come down just like you did for that dolphin position, interlacing fingers, elbows under shoulders. Right? It's important not to let your elbows be too wide because you'll lose the base. So just elbows right underneath the shoulders. The belly draws in, the toes tuck. We lift the knees and we start to walk the feet in, okay? This is an inversion, and you're welcome to stay here. From here, you could walk your feet in more. The head will come down once you get to about your tiptoes. And then if you're new to headstand, I recommend not kicking up, but rather trying to bring one knee in towards your chest, and then you could stay there and you could switch, right? So you can practice this off the wall. Okay? Or bring one knee in, try to get your hips right over your shoulders, and then consider bringing your other knee in. Squeeze your shins together, and you'll do your best to try to unroll yourself here and make a nice straight line from your shoulders to your hips to your heels. Right? Just like in Dolphin, keep pushing the floor away. Right? To come out of it, see if you can, the same way you came in. So bend the knees, heel towards sit bone, knees come in towards chest, and then slowly foot down, other foot down, walk it back, knees to the ground, and sit up and rest for just a moment. All right, let's let our hands come down, and again, find downward facing dog. Send your seat high to the sky. I'm going to step our right foot forward in between the hands. Walk the hands over to the long side of the mat, and then let's come back up to a wide-legged stance. So bring your knees, bend your knees a little bit, bring your hands to your hips, press your feet down, and then stand up, okay? From here, softening, I'm gonna mirror your left knee. Turn your left toes out so you can bend your left knee right over your left ankle, and then reach your hands forward and backward, gazing at your left fingertips. Good. Take a moment to wiggle your fingers, relax your face. Right? Try to keep that knee right over the ankle. Good. One more breath. Right. So reverse that warrior and make your left leg straight. Okay. Start to lean forward, and then from here, shorten your back heel, your right foot just a little. Toes turn in, heel out. Lean forward. Left hand down, right hand up. Gaze towards that right hand. Wrap your left hip under. Good. Now we're going to see if we can just use that core strength here for a moment. So we're going to bring our right hand behind us, sit up a little bit, try to reach your left hand forward like you're bouncing a ball. Call this playful triangle. Use that left arm. Good. And now let's come back to a warrior two. Stretch the legs straight and we'll switch. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Soften the knee over the ankle, sink deep into your lunge. Gaze at your right fingers. You can wiggle your fingers a bit. Open your jaw. Relax the face. Good. Flipping the right palm. We're going to make the right leg go straight. We'll lean forward. You can walk the back foot in a little, shorten the stance, kick the heel out, toes in. And now right hand comes down, left hand comes up for triangle, second side, gazing upward. With that right hip wrap under. Keep breathing. I'm using my fingertips here, but you're absolutely welcome to use blocks. We're going to try to go handsless. Take your left hand behind you. Sit up a bit. Try to reach your right arm forward. It's a playful triangle. Try to bounce a nice little ball with your whole right arm moving. Good. And now let's come back to a warrior two. We'll stretch our right leg straight. Turn the toes in. Clasp the hands behind the back. Lift up the heart. Lean forward. Clasped hands come over the head. Take a few breaths. One more. Good. Let the hands come down. And now walking back towards the top of the mat. So let's find a plank position again. And now from here, take your right hand just a little more forward but center on the mat, and then drop your heels to the right, roll the right shoulder back. If you stagger your feet, it's a little easier. Stacking's a little bit harder. You're gonna reach that left hand up. You might even reach your left arm up over your head. And then you're gonna do your best. Try to push the floor away and stretch your side body rather. So keep pushing the floor. It's like you're trying to make a rainbow arch here. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Good. And then we'll switch, okay? So left hand sort of center, a little more forward in front of the shoulder. Dropping heels to the left. Again, you could stagger, make it a little more easy. And then reaching the right arm over the head, maybe stacking, and then really push with that bottom hand so you can lift your side body up and away from the floor here. Good. One more big breath. Okay, look down. Lower both your hands down. Come right into a plank. Good. And now push back to downward facing dog. And then reach your right leg long behind you and take a moment to point the toes towards the ceiling and then flex the toes more towards your face. And then point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Now take your right knee forward, right behind your right wrist, and then come into a pigeon. All right, sit up tall for a few moments, lifting the heart. And then turn that into a sleepy pigeon. Let your forearms come forward. If possible, resting your head on the mat or your hands. Notice your hips. Try to keep them level here the best that you can. Now let's sit up. We're going to leave our left forearm down. We're going to take our right hand to our inner right knee. We're going to add a twist here to the right. And keep breathing. Notice when you're holding your breath. Release that. We're going to put the hands down to lift up, and then for just a moment, you'll lean to your right hip so you can swing your left leg forward and out to the side. Let your right heel draw in towards your right sit bone. We're going to turn towards our left leg, so I like to go fingertips down. We'll lift up, we'll find some length, twist everything to the left, and then lean forward and start to fold. And then do that again. Walk the hands a bit more forward. Lift up, twist, and then bow. And then walk the hands maybe a little more forward. Lift, find length, twist, and then bow. Stay here, gazing down. Draw your shoulders away. Pull the heart forward. Keep breathing. Now let's sit up, and we're going to switch sides this way. So let the right leg come out to the side, draw the left heel in towards the left sit bone, lean to your left hip for just a moment so you can swing your right leg back behind you and come right into this pigeon shape here. All right, when you get there, sit up in a sort of a proud pigeon for just a few breaths, lifting the heart. And then we'll come forward and relax the forearms down. See if you can rest the forehead on the hands or on the floor. And then replant the hands, tuck the back right toes to lift the back right knee to walk it forward. And find your three-legged dog for the last time on your left side. And again, reach the left leg long, point the toes, and then draw the toes towards the face. Point the toes towards the ceiling, draw them towards the face. Point and flex, point and flex. One more point and flex. Okay, come back to that pigeon shape. And then let the right knee and quad come down for a moment so you can lean onto the left hip. And again, let your right leg come forward out to the side. Okay, so from here, left heel, left groin, sit up, twist to your right, frame your right leg with your hands, lift up for length, twist, and then lean forward and start to fold. And then we'll do that again. Lift up for length, twist, and start to fold. So here you really want to anchor your left hip back. And we'll do that one more time. Lift, and then fold. Slowly sit up. All right, turn the heart forward from here. Make your right foot come right in center. Okay, right leg right in center. And now lift your left knee up. Lean onto your right hip for just a moment so you can take your left foot outside your right thigh. Right, and then draw your right heel toward your left sit bone. Right, we'll come into a twist. You're gonna lean to your, rather twist to your left with your left hand behind you. Reach your right hand up and bring your outer right elbow outside your left knee and look over your left shoulder. See if you can look farther beyond your capacity to see. Good. One more big breath. So to do the second side, we're actually going to turn to our right. First, we're going to give a little counter twist. And then we're going to put our hands down, and we're going to try to lift our right leg up. So you can walk our hands behind us and come to the second side this way. Okay, so do the best you can there. Call that a disco switch. We'll take our right hand behind you. Left hand comes up. Bring outer left elbow outside right knee. Lift for length. Twist. Gaze over the right shoulder. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Look over the right shoulder. See if you can see beyond your capacity to see. Slowly turn forward. Tiny little counter twist to the left. Good. Lean forward, and from here, let your legs go long. Give them a little bounce, a little rock in and out. All right, use your hands, move your seat, both sides of it out of the way so you really feel your sit bones on the floor. Reach your arms up here and then lean forward, fold right over your legs, and bow deeply. Stretch your back body.
Keep drawing the shoulders back. Keep pulling the heart forward. Just a few more breaths. One more big breath. All right, then put your hands down, lift your beautiful heart up. Find a little comfortable seat for just a moment longer. And we'll just take a moment to reach your arms up over our head, let your palms touch and gaze upward, then draw your hands down in front of your heart. We'll do it 2 more times, reaching up. And then draw the hands down. One more, reach. And draw them down. And take a moment to really offer yourself some gratitude here. Thank yourself for showing up to your mat, to your practice, and for honoring yourself, which does honor everyone around you. Namaste.